It's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid. Guys, the road to the World Cup. The road to the World Cup that for some reason is in the winter because people don't want to burn their faces off playing in the summer. So and there's something on that because there's something that we need to talk about because with regards to what's going to be happening with the World Cup and so forth with regards to the Premier League season. Because I've always what's going to happen with the Premier League season. But I mean, this is of course a post-match analysis of some sort, and also really a recap of what's happening within the World Cup qualifiers. So I'm gonna go in deep into the Portugal Ireland game, which is the game that I watched, and then we're going to talk about what's going to happen in the World Cup with regards to the domestic seasons. Then we're going to talk about Lampard. Yes, guys, Lampard. Francis Lampard, the man that almost admitted me into hospital, a man that almost gave me brain damage. He is now the Norwich manager. What does that mean? How important is that? What significance is that? So, guys, it's all beautiful here. So, guys, remember, man, settle down. This is a beautiful live show. I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to give you that amazing, beautiful, amazing content, crackini. And you know what? We're just here to live. We're just here to freaking live, man. So, remember again, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and if there's anything you desperately want to contribute to this beautiful discussion and so forth, feel free to use the live chats function. Ronaldo still has a World Cup. Yeah. He carried Ronaldo. So just a little tidbit in case you're confused. Ronaldo carried Brazil to a World Cup. He wasn't helped by either Rivaldo or Ronaldinho in a semi or the final, which are the two most important games at the World Cup. So his husband status is still verified, and if he wasn't injured, he would have had a Champions League as well. And last I checked, a World Cup is more valuable than a freaking Champions League. So it is what it is. So, guys, remember, man, don't worry. Merch will be coming soon, man. The merch will be coming soon. The official Hub Football Hall. So let's get to the first thing right now. Let's get to the first thing, which is Portugal against Ireland. Now, look. Hashtag honesty. Hashtag honesty. I have no time for excuses. No time. Because a lot of people on football Twitter, they love to come up with excuses and explanation as to why. Well, Higuain. Well, Portugal tax. Well, Santos. So there's always an excuse. And as I've always said, that for Messi and Cristiano, you have zero excuse, because just to remind you, if they don't win a World Cup, they're irrelevant to me. I congratulate them on their exploits in club football and how they've stats padded, and I think what they've done in the game is amazing. But you see, what they've done is amazing and can never be verified. But when we call like real talk, big talk is the WC. And if you can't give me the WC, you're good, you're cool. You shouldn't be messing in the same breath as Zidane. Because let's keep it real, guys. Zidane has a World Cup and a Champions League. Zidane scored 2 goals in a World Cup final and the winning goal in a CL final. So don't mention Cristiano or Messi's name in the same breath as Zidane, who has conquered club football and conquered international football as an individual. So when we talk goats, I need you to say what's up internationally and club-wise as well. So, and the rules never change. The rules will never freaking change. So let's talk about the Portugal-Ireland game. The issue with Ireland is Ireland played a pretty good game. They played a pretty good game, but they're just not very good. A lot of opportunities they had, they couldn't put them away. I mean, shout out to the West Brom Ronaldinho, who is definitely probably the most gifted player that they have. But there's always so much he can do, and he did make a lot of stupid decisions. So this game was always about Portugal. Can you get the goal and win the game? And you always felt that if anybody was going to score, it was going to be Portugal. Now, the issue with Santos is this. Santos, you have an amazing squad. You see, the difference between 26-16 and now is in 26-16, you were the underdogs. You weren't very much fancied. Nobody really expected Portugal to win those Euros back in 2016. So you're coming in as the underdogs, and also you only had very few players you could pick from. Even Flipping Charisma said, "What's up now?" But now this is a team that, because in that same team that we saw, which was superb, you had the luxury of Renato Sanchez on the bench, João Felix on the bench, and Leao, who's been amazing for Man, he was on the bench as well. I wouldn't even see freaking Cancelo. So what is going to be key for Fernando Santos is, can you pick the right team and the right first team to say what's up to help to utilize Cristiano? And you see, this Portugal team is never going to be entertaining. Let's keep it a stack. This Portuguese team is never going to entertain people, and it's never really going to be a team that has flamboyance. And that's why I am in somewhat of a conflict. Because the conflict I have here is Santos the right man for this team? Because the arguments for Santos is, look, I know how to keep these guys defensively solid. And, having a good defense definitely does help you with regards to winning a tournament. Like, if you don't concede, it gives a good platform. You need to score, but think about it this way. Santos is a defensive coach, which means that his teams rarely concede. You have one of the greatest goal scorers the game has ever seen in a Cristiano Ronaldo. So me say that is a great platform for you to now say what's up. But here's the issue. Here is the issue, because I look at this game here, and even before the sending off, because the sending off happened deep into the late into the second half, Portugal have way too much talent for them not to be able to beat Ireland. Man for man, Portugal wash Ireland. There is not a single Irish person in the squad that would make Portugal's cleaning squad. I'm being real. I'm not being rude. This is just hashtag honesty. So you have said this is an indictment on Santos, that how, first of all, Felix should never be on the bench. Because I said to myself, why is Felix on the bench? You are Portugal, the superior team, the better team. So therefore, you should have as many attacking players as possible to try and give yourself the best chance to score as many goals against Ireland, a team that you should be superior to. So I think this has always been the issue of Santos, that Santos was the right man in 2016. He was the right man. Based on the players that Portugal had at their disposal, he was the right man. But in 2021, going on to 2022, with the emergence of João Felix, the emergence of Leao, you've seen how amazing Cancelo is. Looking at what Bruno Fernandes is doing, there is so much amazing talent in this team. That does Santos know how to fully maximize the individual talent of these guys? Because sometimes you can have amazing attacking talents, give it to a defensive manager, and that can lead to a win. Perfect example, Didier Deschamps. Didier Deschamps is a defensive manager, fully defensive. But he's got Mbappe. He has Benzema. He has Labille. He has so many attacking players, but he was able to find a way for them to say, what's up? Now, people will say, well, France at that World Cup, did they really play to their potential? Did they really play to their optimum? It doesn't matter. Who cares? Of course, they didn't play to their optimum. Of course, they can play a lot better based on the time that they have. But at the end of the day, they won the World Cup. At the end of the day, they won that Nations League. So, and at the end of the day, it's about winning. So the question is, forget whether Santos can maximize this team, because he obviously can, because he obviously does not appreciate the amazing talents he have in João Felix, who should never. Felix should be one of the first names on that team sheet, and he should be an integral part to your team, 1,000%. Because let's keep it with Bruno. Yeah. João Felix is 3 times the player Bruno Fernandes is. 3 times the player that African do this. So what you say to yourself is this. This is what you say to yourself is he the man to get these guys just to win the World Cup? Because Portugal going to the World Cup will have one of the best squads. That's a fact. So I don't want to hear anything about, well, Portugal. No. Cristiano, you have more than enough help in this team. More than enough help in this team. And I think even when you look at the game, Portugal could have easily won this game. Because Cristiano had 2 really good opportunities. One opportunity in the first half with an amazing block by the Irish defense. Then in the second half, I think it was, I don't know who crossed the ball. Crossed into the box, and then nice little header. And that header, like literally, when he made the headers, I thought, oh, that's it. That's going into bottom left. But it's only just missed. So, and he had another one in his second half, running with the ball, 1v1, sizes up the defender, cutting onto his right, tries to go for the finesse bench shot. But unfortunately, it's missed by a freaking whisker. So look, the Cristiano can do this, but see, they have to now look at big picture now. This is Ireland. If Portugal faced an Argentina, a Colombia, an Uruguay, an England, a Spain, an Italy, a Belgium, way better defenders, more intelligent defenders, more experienced defenders, more skilled defenders, who won't even give you the chances that Portugal had in this game. And those chances fall to the guys from Spain, Portugal, Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil. They put them away. So you can't fully judge how a team will do at the World Cup from qualification because, again, I'll give you another example. If we go back to 2002, in 2002, Germany was struggling. Germany had to qualify for the O2 World Cup via, and I want to talk about Germany very soon. But Germany had to qualify for the O2 World Cup via the playoffs. Because I think England won their group, but Germany ended up making the final of the African World Cup. So you can struggle in qualification, but once that comes to the tournament, you cannot turn it on. And look, it's still a long way to go. We have a year to go. It should actually be freaking 7 months because this thing should be in the summer. And we're going to get to that. But we still have a year to go, and there's still enough time for them to say what's up. So for me, the question is, does Santos know what his best team is? Because this is the difference between Santos and Deschamps. Because France have the best squad on the planet. In terms of the amounts of players that Deschamps can pick from, France have the best. But despite all the players and all the choices he has, Deschamps has a very, like in 2018, he had a ready, set, made team. That no, if everyone is fit, this is my 11. I will not chop and change. I know who my defense midfield, I know who these guys are. Santos, I'm not sure whether he knows this is my exact team. Because he's like, do I start Flicks? Do I not start Flicks? Do I start Bruno? Do I not start Bruno? Do I play Alinia? Do I play William Carvalho? He is still not sure, and I think that's a danger because when you're coming into a World Cup, by the time we now come into freaking November, you have to say, this is my team, this is the 11, and this 11 will form a chemistry. Now, obviously, if there's a guy who's injured, the guy comes out fine, but you must have a ready set mid 11, and I'm not sure that they have a ready set mid 11, but I'll keep it real with you. Now, I don't know what went on in the second half because I think they pulled for VAR or something because Ireland, that goal should have stood. Because I just think for Ireland, they played a pretty good game. And they made it very difficult for Portugal. I think in both games they've both played, they've really made it very tough for a very talented Portugal side. So for Ireland, I think they played a great game. And if they just had better quality, like even look at that in the first half, I think it's like Obene, like the header that they had, he should have scored. Like if they had better players and better quality in attack, they probably might have walked away with the win. So questions still remain whether Santos, because there is a Portuguese team, there's an 11 that Portugal can have that's going to win the World Cup, 100%. And yeah, it includes Cristiano because you have to, because the guy can score, but there is an 11 that exists that can win the World Cup. Because now, I don't. So listen, how many red cards does Pepe have? Fine. Because they have a very good defensive core, combining the midfield and the defense. They've got very good fullbacks who can become wingbacks that can say what's up. They've got very good creative players who are very good on the ball and can create. And they have one of the greatest goal scorers the game has ever seen. So they have all the tools and all the pieces to navigate the 7-8 games that can lead you to a World Cup. So the question, ladies and gentlemen, is whether or not these guys can be able to say what's up, man. So guys, since you're here, man, I'll just give a shout to the sponsors for this beautiful show, which of course is Manscaped, man. Manscaped, here's the thing, man. Shave your balls, man. Shave your balls. This is the beautiful thing Manscaped's thing. This thing to shave your balls. The male grooming kits to make you beautiful, amazing, and well kept for that beautiful, amazing lady friend that you must have. Because whether it's an escort, a side chick, a wife, or a future wife, you must look kempt. So you must make your balls look pristine, beautiful, and shiny. Shiny. So remember, use the code HHFH. Use the code HHFH to get this beautiful, amazing pack, which of course is the Manscaped kit, which is A beautiful shave that I use to shave my balls. I shave my balls every day because I don't want to freaking force down there. This is to shave my balls every day to look good, pristine, and amazing. So now, guys, I want to show you an image now. And this image is a worrying image because I've got just a little bit of some beef. So I want to show you this image. So bear with me here. I want to show you an image here, and I need you to explain this to me somehow, because it's just an image that I need you guys to explain to me because it's a horrific image, and I think it speaks to a larger issue that I have with this thing called the qualification, man. So let me bring this up for you guys, man. So let me just check to see what exactly this is called, man. You know, because I need to be I need to be sure here. So let me go down. So what Germany engaged in? What Germany engaged in? This is what you would call pa, 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 pa. Liechtenstein got resurrected. Liechtenstein got resurrected here. So, you know, you have Muller's twice, Sané twice, Rus got there, Rydel Baku, and 2 own goals, and then Ilkay Gundogan penalty. Now, some people will say that have hope. Have hope. Everybody has the right to compete. Everybody in the world here has the right to compete. And I get that. I get that everybody has the right to come compete and so forth. But that is a pile of crap. Because the reason why people have issues with the international break is there's a lack of competition. It's one thing watching United play against Norwich. That's one thing. That's one thing. But Norwich can still sometimes give them the game. It's one thing watching Real Madrid against Lugo. Or, no, rather, Real Madrid against Real Mallorca. That's one thing. But then it's another thing watching Germany against Liechtenstein, Portugal against Luxembourg, England against San Marino, Italy against Andorra. Because the very best of Europe, bro, Germany, Spain, England, all these guys, they're flipping amazing. The worst of Europe probably represents some of the worst football sides in the world. Do you realize that there's only one professional player for San Marino? Only one. So it's not cap. There's only one professional player that plays for San Marino. Most of these guys have part-time jobs. Most of these guys have part-time jobs. So, because I want to actually bring you this image, because there's an image I want you to see this that just shows you what the San Marino guys do. All right, let me show you this image here. This is the San Marino team, guys. These are the guys who UEFA and FIFA forced to play against full-on professional sides that play for some of the biggest clubs in the world. This the San Marino side, guys. So we have an accountant, a guy who manages a clothes shop, a guy who works in ceramics, a student, a lawyer, a guy who runs a lighting business, an office clerk, a factory worker, a coach, and a guy who works for a furniture shop. There is only one professional player in this team, and he's the right back. So, guys, I told you I'm a simple man. You know, I'm a very simple man. I'm not very complicated. I'm really, really simple. All I ask is this, and I ask this to you guys, the audience. I ask you guys, the audience. Is it fair or does it make sense for a team that only has one professional player to be forced to play in international qualifications against full-time teams. That's my thing. And my thing here is I couldn't give a crap whether San Marino wants to play or whether they want to compete, because this right here is stupid. And that has always been my issue with the European qualification. Because my issue with European qualification is, guys, it's these teams. I'm not sure whether they actually know what a football is. I'm not sure that these guys have any real concept of the sports known as football. So I'm being real with you, is these people, in my opinion, should not be allowed to play. That's my thing. These guys should not be allowed to play because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that these guys have been forced to play this freaking sport, because I think, like, guys, it's just going to get better. And I know, I get it. It's European qualification. It's Europe qualification. And the rules state that because it's Euro qualification and so forth, everybody has to play blah, 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 blah. I get that. I get that. But guys, I'm sorry. It makes no sense, because for me, it's about what is fair. It's not a fair fight. It's not a fair game. It's not a fair game. So that I'm sorry. I just want to just put that out there, because I mean, it is what it is. But if I was proposing to FIFA, I would say Luxembourg, San Marino, Liechtenstein, all these guys, let them play a playoff. Let them play a playoff amongst themselves. Then they can then go into the next stage of qualification against some of the bigger teams, because what you want is as much quality in the qualification as possible, because Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Andorra, San Marino, Krypton, Gotham, F2, these guys should not be allowed to be on the same pitch as Germany, Spain, England, Italy, Portugal, Belgium, France, and so forth. They shouldn't be. Like, it's an insult to football heritage for these guys to be the same pitch as so forth. And when people say, "Oh, well, how for?" But they could have a chance. You never know. They could have a chance. Maybe they could say something. I say, piss off. They don't have a chance, because when last did San Marino win a freaking game? It's so bad. It's so. See, maybe you Disney Plus guys can have that, but when you have a country celebrating scoring a goal like they won the World Cup, they celebrate scoring a goal like if they won a match. That's when you say, this is messed up. This Disney Plus, oh, that's crap. That's honestly crap, man. So guys, next on the agenda here, man, where we are, 23:15, 2020. So guys, let me level with you, man. I want to bring up another image for you guys, man. And you see, this is where I'm confused. This is where I'm confused, and this is where I think I need your guys' help here. Where are we? There you go. So I was always wondering at what is going to happen when the World Cup arises, because guys, I am still trying to, because I still think it's a lie, but I'm still trying to readjust to the fact that we are going to have a World Cup in November. Because for me, I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how we're able to do that, but it is what it is. We're going to have to accept that. We're going to have a World Cup set in November. We're going to have a World Cup in the winter. Shout out to your boy Vinesh Udithan. Thoughts on Rodgers to United, or who's ideal? I'm going to get to that. I'm going to put that right down. Hold up. Let me deal with this, and I will answer that afterwards. So, Rodgers United. Vinesh, after I'm done talking with this, I'm going to address that afterwards, man. So during Vinesh, I'm going to address that afterwards. So, the Premier League announces a mid-season break starting November 14th next year. The Premier League announces a mid-season break starting November 14th next year, 1 week before the World Cup starts in Qatar. The league will restart. Okay, let me just try and level with this, man. So let me just try and. The Premier League announces a mid-season break starting November 14 next year, 1 week before the World Cup starts in Qatar. The league will restart on December 26th, just 8 days after the World Cup final. I have so much to talk about this, but let me just first understand this right now. So the Premier League. So let me get this straight. The Premier League is gonna start. I think this is gonna start like August or so forth. I think they said the Premier League is gonna run until May. So this is gonna start around August. And we're gonna be watching the Premier League, blah blah blah. Then they're gonna take it. But and I have another thing to maybe make it. But hold up. But so you're gonna start the Premier League. Then you're gonna have a break. And then 1 week afterwards is when the World Cup is gonna start. So you're saying that players will only have 1 week to prepare with their teams and their squads for the World Cup. Okay. Then after the World Cup final, 8 days later, you're gonna risk. So guys, do you understand? See, this is just so much for my brain to take. So we're gonna be in the middle of a season. And midway through the season, we're gonna have the greatest tournament in sporting history. Then once that finishes, 8 days later, we're now going to resume. Now look, guys, look. Let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back to how this bidding process started and so forth. Because see, I don't want to make any claims. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with regards to who got what, who got who, and so forth. I don't know what happened. But this is just all I ask of FIFA and so forth. That's all I ask of FIFA is what made you choose Qatar? What made you choose Qatar? Guys, I don't know anything. I'm just a regular guy on YouTube just talking football, but I'm just trying to connect the dots here. You know how the football season works. You realize that why is the World Cup in the summer? The World Cup is in the summer because of the strenuous season that you have. So after the season finishes, you don't have a week to effing prepare for a freaking World Cup. After the strenuous schedule of a football season, you need time to relax, chill, take a break. Then you have several weeks of camp, which is very important. Those 2-3 weeks of camp that you have is very important to get you best prepared for the most important tournaments you're going to play in your entire career. You representing your nation. Something that happens every 4 years, as of now. Then when that finishes, you get a break. You get a break. Think about this. Let's say Portugal win this, or Argentina win the World Cup. You would have had to, because the intensity of the World Cup is different. Is it? Oh man, guys, I'll okay. You know what? You want hashtag honesty? You know, all right. You know, this may mess me up. But I'm gonna be honest here, man. The World Cup is very strenuous and so forth. So by the time you get to because I remember Germany against Argentina, that World Cup final, Schweinsteiger looked like if he'd been through hell. The guy was bleeding. He moved around. Schweinsteiger, by the time, at the end of it, he was done. Like Schweinsteiger literally put his blood, life, and guts on the line. So at the end of that World Cup, it's like, bro, that's why from that World Cup final, Schweinsteiger's career just went down because he put everything in that tournament for Germany, specifically that final. So you're now going to tell me that 8 days later, you will now resume the season. Not season, the actual season. You're not going to resume that. Guys, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no freaking sense. Because have you for one reason or for one moment thought about the players? And that's the thing that just aggravates me. Have you for one freaking second thought about the players? But I don't think you have. Because what makes it so sad is FIFA. Why did you give it? Why did you give it to Qatar? Guys, let's really think on it right now. Why was this given to Qatar? Was it really because they had the best bid? Maybe Qatar had the best bid. Because my thing is that this isn't a case of, oh, the World Cup should be everywhere. No. That's not how it works. Because you see, do you know what? This shows you why football in the next 20, 30 years is going to be ruined because of money and greed. Because this is greed and this is money. Because you should always say, wait a minute, the World Cup is always in the summer because we have to give the players some rest time. We have to give them some rest time. Now, I had a little thought because some people have said that I think because it was to do with Aguero, and people say, oh, do you know why Aguero doesn't really do well at these World Cups? Because the season is so strenuous. Do you know this, guys? They say the season is so strenuous that by the time people get to a World Cup, they're so tired because of the amount of games that they've had to play. Now, if you're playing a season, full season, stuff that you're paid to do, you're playing for your club, that you have to be paid to do. Are you sure everybody's going to enter into this World Cup fully fit? What are the chances that nobody has an injury 1 week or a few weeks leading up to this World Cup? Because you're in mid-season. You're playing full physical content in mid-season and so forth. Because, guys, you say to yourself, again, I asked the question, why did FIFA give this to Qatar? Because for me, people can say, yo, have hope. Why should it only be given to specific countries and so forth and everything? Everybody, oh no, for me, here's my thing. I think everybody should have a chance to host a World Cup as long as you can host it in the summer. If you can't host it in the summer, you should. If you can't host the World Cup in the summer, you shouldn't be allowed to host the World Cup because the World Cup is in the summer. Apart from just it being the summer holidays, it's the summer vibe and everything. It's to help the players and to give the players a little bit of rest to go through. Because my thing is, are the players because an argument can be like, oh, if it's during the middle of the season, they're still sharp, but the intensity that you play a World Cup with is different from how you play a regular season. And my thing is, if you're saying, even if a team reaches a quarter or a semi-final or so forth, it's still what? Maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's still a very short lead time before you have to play. Guys, after a World Cup, bro, you're given like a month off. Yeah, have your holidays a month off. So this is a question I ask of FIFA. I know FIFA are not going to be listening and so, but this is a simple question I ask of FIFA. Do you have the players' best interests at hand? Do you truly have the best players' interests at hand? It's like, bro, who knows bad? Who knows bad? So because I mean that's my thing there is though, is that see, I didn't want to go there and so forth, but I'm just putting it out there. Giving this to Qatar, was it because you felt they truly had the best bid, or was it because of something a little extra that they offered you guys? I don't want to go there, but I'm just keeping it real. Did they really have the best bid, or was it just something extra that happened? But because I just think that it's look, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch the World Cup. It is what it is. Whether the World Cup is in November, December, January, I'm gonna watch it, and we're gonna say what, and we're gonna say, hey, look, it's the World Cup. Qatar tax or whatever. We're gonna watch it. But what I'm saying is, I will be very intrigued to see how this is gonna work. How many players are gonna be fit? What condition the players are gonna be in, and how the players are gonna be after that World Cup. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be super interesting, man. But I'll keep it a start with you, man. It's a bit wild. It's a bit wild, man. And like, look, man, it's like my thing is that look, this is that look. It's sort of like Bayern Munich and 2020, Oh, the UCL. Does it really no, it counts. It counts. Because it's a tournament. You played against the very best teams. Everybody knew what the rules were. It counts. So this World Cup in winter and so forth is a bit weird. And here's the thing: you could almost apply a certain element of doubt to this World Cup. You could, similar to how people can say that. Okay, that's Champions League that Bayern had and so forth. Okay, people say, oh, you only played one leg, but look at how often they had to play. The very little rest time they had from game to game, and also dealing with the whole rigmarole of COVID and so forth. So, if we're looking at this World Cup, this is going to be hard on the players. So, whoever wins this World Cup is like, whoa, bro, you did that. you did that. And look, let's even talk about my guy Cristiano. He's not young. Cristiano ain't young. So this is going to be very strenuous and very tough on his body. So Cristiano would have to be playing a World Cup for Man United, and he may even be taking games off, and then he'll then have to maintain his condition and maintain his fitness and get himself in the best possible physical condition for that World Cup. Because I tell you right now, so Cristiano is, even if Cristiano is injured, even if he has one leg and one arm, he will be at that World Cup. He will be at the World Cup because beyond all his Ballon d'Ors and the Portuguese, he wants to win that World Cup. 100%, he wants to win that World Cup. But guys, it is like, and just on a different side note, man. You see, if you live, let's say, in LA or San Diego or so forth, okay, it's sunny all year round. But in England, bro, that's why I'm wearing this, bro. Once it gets to winter, it gets stuff gets real. Stuff gets real. When it gets into winter, stuff gets fully real. So, but the World Cup has always been something where it's the summer, things are hot, everyone is out, the sun is shining, and then like I remember like World Cup 2018, that was amazing because it was a great summer. It was hot. You could watch the games outside and everything. So it just went with the weather and so forth and everything. So it was cool. Well, this being in the winter, especially if you're in England, nobody's going to be staying outdoors or anything. It's going to be freezing cold. And like, look, that's just like a little peck. And I just think that look, it's tradition. But guys, as we said before in yesterday's show, we're going to be having more Winter World Cups. Oh yeah, that's going to happen, and we're going to be having the World Cup every 2 years. And after every 2 years, we're going to be having the World Cup every year, and it's going to become diluted more and more and more. So basically, my thing is enjoy the way football exists. Enjoy it now while it lasts. Enjoy it now while it lasts because it ain't going to be like this for so long, man. It ain't going to be like this for so long. So, guys, for our next thing right now, this one is close to home, man. This one is close to home. And this is a guy who I've had a mixed relationship with, man. A very mixed relationship with this dude. Lamps, Frank Lampard. Um, I have nothing personally against Lampard. The guy was a quality player, an amazing, amazing player. He was just a garbage manager, which is fine. It happens. We can't be good at everything. He was an amazing quality coach, but he was a complete garbage piece of crap manager. He was crap. He didn't know what he was doing. So Lampard, they say that Lampard is a leading candidate and he's very close to becoming the manager of Norwich. Norwich are currently bottom of the table right now. I don't think they've had a single win. I think they're sitting on 5 points now from 11 games. And, they're also favorites to get relegated. Now, I'm not sure why Lampard would have wanted to take this job because I think he was rumored to have he was rumored to have the job at Rangers. Because again, you say, wait, why don't you take the job at Rangers? That makes a lot more sense. But he wanted to challenge himself. And his thinking for Lampard is that Lampard, this is what you should be doing. Lampard, Chelsea manager was never your level. That is a big boy job. That is a job for Thomas Tuchel. That's why Tuchel is saying what's up very happily with that job. That's a big boy job. So for Lampard, my thing is you have to crawl before you can walk. You have to walk before you can run. And you have to run before you can fly. And then you have to fly before you can take over the whole universe. So for Lampard, Norwich, see, I wouldn't recommend him getting Norwich because I'm like, bro, this is a freaking hard job. See, even Villa for Gerrard, okay, that's a bit tricky. But okay, Villa, okay, they can maybe do something. Bro, these guys are rock bottom. See, now this is my fear with Lampard. Is Lampard taking this job because he still believes he's a great manager and he believes that, I can easily turn this around and I can get these guys moving through. Like I'll be real with you. If he goes into Norwich and he keeps Norwich up, bro, that would be very commendable. If he comes in, turns them around, get them to start winning games and so forth, which is very possible. Because look, if they start going on a winning run and so forth, they're out of the relegation zone. So it's very possible. But I'm just saying that, like Lampard, that's just my fears. Like Lampard, do you believe that you were wronged? Do you believe that you shouldn't have been sacked? And is this a way of you now sort of proving to Abramovich and guys like me who think that you're a piece of crap manager, that you really are good and you should have been given more of a chance? Because if he believes that, then Lampard, bro, you're on drugs. But if it's a case of I want to challenge myself, and this is a nice challenge in the Premier League, I'm like, okay, good on you, bro. And because I'll be real with you, I think Lampard has a chance to keep them up. Because it looks bad now and they've been on a run, but new manager bounce, new lease of life, maybe playing a more energetic attacking play. Boom. But all I'm saying for Lampard is this isn't Derby County Championship. This isn't where you have at Chelsea, where you have a lot of really good young talent. Because yeah, you have the transfer ban granted. But look at Loftus-Cheek. Look at Hudson-Odoi. Look at Mason Mount. Look at Chalobah. Look. So even if you had that transfer ban, you still had amazing young talent who won numerous youth cups. So for Lampard, this is your hardest job. This is remember, he didn't improve or do better with Derby County. For Chelsea, yeah, it is what it is. He did good under the circumstance. But for now, for Lampard, this is real right now. So see, if I was advising your boy Francis, I don't know why he would have taken this job. Personally speaking, I don't know why the guy would have taken the job. But it is what it is for Lampard. I wish you luck, bro. I wish you luck. And just go and get experience. So going back to that super chat that someone gave me. So guys, there's a rumor right now that says Brendan Rodgers is rumored to take over Ole as manager of Man United. So, guys, look, this is what you guys need to understand here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't going anywhere. I mean, I know they say, Brendan Rodgers does, they can trigger a clause in his contracts where blah, 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 blah. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't getting replaced by Brendan Rodgers. It's not happening. It's a pipe dream. And people need to simply accept that, especially United fans, he is going to remain manager for the foreseeable future. Now, I think so. Vinny said that. So thoughts on Rodgers to United, much better than Ole, much better than Ole, and I think that he would do a very good job with this United team. I don't know whether I can guarantee you winning trophies, but it would be, if it's between Rodgers and Ole. Oh, boom, 100%. So it would be a good hire because Rodgers is a very good manager. He won a trophy with Leicester City and so forth. Did very good for Liverpool, very good for Celtic. He's a very good manager and he's much better than Ole, and he'll do a much better job. Now, ideal. Conte would have been ideal, but that's too late now. Because what United wants is, can we maximize Cristiano? Let's get back to winning a trophy. Because United, I suppose, based off the stature of the club, you want to be winning trophies. I don't know whether Rodgers comes in. I can guarantee United winning a trophy. I think they have a much better chance of winning a trophy with Rodgers than with Ole. But if it's between if it's ideal, Conte would have been perfect to come in, maximize. That's the key thing, to maximize Cristiano, because Conte is a short-term manager. Cristiano is not going to be here for 5 years. He may be here for 2 or 3 years. And for Conte, 2-3 years, especially under Cristiano, using to maximize Cristiano, boom, you're in. So, that's what they know. But Rodgers would be good. But that's my thing. He would be good. I just don't think it's going to happen. I'm just keeping it saying, I don't think it's going to happen. Is this worse than Blatter's World Cup in Africa PR stunts? You know the thing about, bro, call it a PR stunt or anything. Fine, call it a PR stunt. I still defend it. Even if you call it a PR stunt, I still defend it, and I still say that it's fine. PR stunt's cool. Call it a PR stunt. It's still fine. And this is worse. This is worse because for Blatter, on one hand, you can say it was a PR stunt, but on the other hand, he still brought a World Cup to Africa. Forget what the reasons were or everything, because there were many people that wanted South Africa to fail. Because remember when South Africa were having issues with the stadium and so forth, and guys were saying, "Oh no, give it to England, give it to guys." So Blatter, for whatever reason it may be, he still fought for it. This thing in Qatar, guys, we know what this is about. We know what this is about, and it is what it is. Because a World Cup in November. My guy, man. Shout out to Hamza Talks Woman. Thank you, bro. Says that. These European qualifiers are an absolute joke. HH. You see, look, bro. My thing is, you see, when I'm watching a football match, I like to see parity. I like to see competition. I want there to be a competitive nature. And that is why whenever we have these international breaks, there's nothing. Because as I said again, look, Bayern, I would rather watch Bayern Munich against against Braunschweig, or Bayern Munich against freaking Mainz. I'd rather watch Bayern Munich against Mainz than Germany against Liechtenstein, because Mainz have some players. These guys can still play. So everybody in the Bundesliga, they know how to play. Everyone in the Premier League, they know how to play. Everyone in La Liga, they know how to play football. Lux, San Marino, bro. Wait, guys. Maybe you were missing it or so forth. But guys, you think I'm lying here? Check this out. Because this is the image, guys. This is the image. This is the image. This is a team. This is a team that is forced to play against the likes of Germany, Spain, England, Italy, and so forth. Like, you see, at least even if it's Lugo or Turkey, everyone is a professional player. Everyone does it full time. Whoever, Bayern, City, Juve, whoever they play, you're playing a professional team where everyone is a professional player. We're looking at a team where there's only one professional player. Guys, you think I'm like, guys, do you know what it means to run a lighting business? He's not an employee. He runs a lighting business, which means that as soon as he finishes taking a 10-0 loss, he's got to go to run his business. Before the game kicked off, he was probably late to the game because bro, guys, I have to run a lighting business. Like, there are checks and balances that have to be made. So I arrived. Sorry, I arrived late for this bomb match qualifier. What actually pays the bills and puts food on the table is this my freaking lighting business, not me getting bomb screwed by freaking Germany. Oh, bro, but guess what? Wait, what do you have? Factory worker. Guys, do you know what it means to work in a factory? That's a hard job. That's a hard job, working in a factory. And this is super dangerous. He manages a clothes shop. Bro, what if at halftime they say, yo, Fabio, Mr. Vitaioli, someone robbed your clothes shop? Then he's like, bro, guys, I know we're in the middle of the game. I'm out. This is part-time. My breadwinner is my clothes shop. Someone just robbed my clothes shop. Sorry, find another freaking center defender. I'm out. What's it called? Bro, Michel Sevellini. Halftime. We're losing 6-0. He gets a call. Bro, this one of your clients, he's gone missing or something. We need you to come through because he needs some advice. So I'm like, bro, we're losing 6-0. My client is in serious trouble right now. I'm sorry, but I've got to take this call. And I will only finish this call once I've resolved this thing with my freaking clients. Because I think that me resolving this issue with my clients is more important than playing right wing for freaking San Marino against Germany in a game where we're getting raped. Bro, Lorenzo Buscrini is a student. Guys, what if one of these qualification games is during one of his exams? Then what? Oh, let me guess. Lorenzo has got to tell his teacher that, oh, sorry, university. Can I please rearrange my exam? Because we're about to get gentrified by Spain. Bro, Aldo Simoncini is an accountant. He's an accountant. What if a guy says, bro, I need this super rich dude. Bro, I need an accountant to help me to do this, my tax things right now. Aldo be like, I've got to go. I'm not gonna, let me get this straight. Let me think. Take up this very profitable job to be an accountant of this rich dude, or stand between the posts and watch the ball gets past me 9, 10, 12 times over 90 minutes. What do you do? See, guys, this isn't you don't see this in Africa or South America or North America or Asia. Only in Europe do you see this, where there is a team that are full of semi-professionals. I mean, basically, the only guys who are football related is Andy Silva, who's a youth coach, and Mirko Palazzi. These are guys. This is stupid. God damn. So Chris says AFCON qualifies over. Oh no, bro. European qualification is hands down the worst qualification to watch. Like, it's the worst. Like, it's the best is South America. Because thinking about South America is it's brutal and everybody knows how to ball. Everybody knows how to ball. And even if people say, okay, Bolivia is the worst, if you now play Bolivia at altitude, it's real. It gets real. It gets real. So it's big time. So no, like every qualification is better because even in AFCON, the worst team in Africa ain't San Marino, ain't Andorra. Even the worst team in Africa, they're bad, but bro, at least they are professional players. At least for everybody in, let's say, throughout Chad or Kenya or Cape Verde or so forth, everybody is a professional football player. You don't get a case anywhere apart from Europe where you have a team like freaking San Marino where guys, they don't do this full time, where they actually have a full-on other business that's been something. So because that's what I'm asking is that why, guys? Nobody has answered me. Why should San Marino be forced to play? And nobody wants to answer me. Why should freaking San Marino be forced to go out and play? Because see, and if people ask that, why isn't there enough interest for international breaks? And the issue is this. Because obviously Europe have some of the biggest players and then the biggest names there. But the issue is, if you have a Portugal or Germany facing semi-professionals and guys don't even know how to, guys, does any San Marino player play for a football club? Even that's full play. Does he play? Do you please, guys? Sorry, name me one Luxembourg player. Go on. Name me a player from Liechtenstein. Does any player from Andorra, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, San Marino play for a Premier League side, La Liga side, Serie side, Bundesliga side, Primera Liga side, Uber Eats side? Anyone does? No. So it's sad, man. Your boy Gatler says Lorenzo is playing for extra. Bro, Gatlock, Lorenzo is a student. So my thing is that Gatlock, after he gets finished getting destroyed, he's going back to the books. So basically, from the stadium, he's driving over to the library to go and study for his exams. Because put it this way, do you know why it's unfair? While Lorenzo is playing left back, he's thinking about his exam. So if he's got an exam next week, is he fully focused on this game, or is he more focused on like, oh shit, like let me remember Pythagoras carried the one over the two, the perpendicular Pythagoras theorem, and so forth? Oh, bro. Wait, say. So what? I don't give a damn about how many national teams. That's my whole point. My whole point is there should be a pre-qualification so that San Marino, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein don't play against Germany and Spain, because it's stupid. It's stupid, and it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, energy, and it's a waste of camera equipment. It's a waste of recording equipment to watch San Marino against Spain or Germany against Liechtenstein. It's a waste, because it's beyond unfair. Because I already talk about how, man, like Real Madrid against Lugo, or these guys like how unbalanced it is in the league. Bro, this is beyond unbalanced. This is beyond unbalanced. Like it's stupid, man. But as I said again, this is still going to happen, because like when you look at a score like 9, guys, I mean, look at, like, when you just look at a score like 9-0, man. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to make of that? Like, what are you supposed to be? I mean, what are you supposed to make of guys getting flip smacked and flip mode to 9-0? I mean, it's madness. It's complete and utter and total madness, man. You know, because I think you have Brazil Colombia tonight. That's a game. Brazil Colombia, that's a game. And I think you have Argentina Uruguay tomorrow. That's a freaking game. That's a game where, okay, even if it's Bolivia or Venezuela, at least it's somewhat of a game. Yes, Argentina will beat them badly, but at least it's somewhat of a game. There's not, guys. Who the heck is even going to watch that and watch San Marino play against anybody? That's what they say. San Marino play like the AI on, bro. I think it's worse, because the AI on FIFA is bad, but I think it's San Marino is worse. I think San Marino is worse. So guys, look, man, that's all from your boy, man. So again, shout out to our dear friends Manscaped for sponsoring this beautiful live show and so forth. Hope you guys are doing well. Remember, use the code HHFH to get 20% off your beautiful, amazing ball shaver, ball toner, and a ball deodorant to make your balls smelling, looking good. Your balls will thank you. Your balls will thank you. So, guys, I maybe we'll be back here tomorrow because it's and at least that's so much of the game because it's Italy against Switzerland tomorrow. So we may be back there for that to see what's gonna happen. But guys, that's all from your boy, man. Remember, guys, peace out. Stay true, stay real, stay sexy, stay sassy, and the main man here is out. One love.